Welcome back to Behind the Gloves. I'm Gaz Singh and I'm joined by the pride of Newbridge, Wales, former super middleweight world champion, unified, undefeated, and former light heavyweight world champion, Mr. Joe Calzaghe. Joe, how are you?
I'm good, thank you very much.
Joe, how's retirement treating you?
Yeah, retirement's good, not as exciting as when I used to, be in the ring, but being able to have the memories, and to be world champion for so many years and finish undefeated, it's great to finish off on our legacy, and it's good to be here, to open this gym today. Good for the community, and it's good, all good.
So let's start by what you just mentioned here. Why we're here today. We're in Boston Manor in West London, and we're at the opening of West London Boxing Academy. What do clubs like this mean to local communities? What did it mean for you when you first started?
Yeah, I think it's very important. Boxing is a great sport. I come from a small town in Newbridge, South Wales, and my father got me boxing gloves and a little punch bag at home. And if it wasn't for the fact that it was a local boxing gym, I never would have been a boxer and had the dream to become a world champion one day. So it's very important, especially in grassroots communities. So yeah, you can see some lovely kids in here today, excited. So I'm happy. Long travel from Wales to London, but it's well worth it. It's well worth coming down and mingle.
What advice would you give to someone who's aspiring to be a world champion? Say a young man who's going to be training, or a young female who's going to be training here.
I just say, number one, enjoy it. Take boxing seriously. It's not a game. And if you're gonna box, train hard and give it the best you've got. And always believe in yourself. Always believe in yourself.
And I don't want to keep you for too long, but just a few questions I do have for you. What's your assessment of the super middleweight division at the moment? Do you think anybody out there that you've seen or is coming up could beat Canelo right now?
I think at the moment in the super middleweight division, like Canelo has proved himself against two, very, very good British fighters. He's a great fighter. He's going to be a Mexican legend, come through the weights, but it would have been a fight I would love to have had if I was boxing still. It would have been a great fight.
So that brings me on to my next question. Calzaghe v Canelo. Oh, I know who you're going to say he's win, but how would you beat him?
I think with Canelo, he's quite short for a super middleweight, and you need to be busy. You need to try to box him, but also you need for him to respect your power, and that's hold your feet whilst you're exchanging with him. He's a tremendous fighter, but it would have been a great fight. Plus I'm a southpaw, and a few southpaws he's fought, he's struggled against. But hey, what can I say? I've done my bit. I'm retired. All I can say is, he's a great fighter, and he's a superstar, and I love watching him box. So I'm interested to see where he goes next in his career.
Just a last couple for you. Like you say, you're retired, but a former rival of yours, Roy Jones Jr., Mike Tyson, there's talks of Lennox Lewis, all talking about coming back to the ring. Has it ever crossed your mind to come back? Are you getting itchy knuckles?
You know what? I see that all these fighters now are starting to do these exhibition fights. I just start back in the training. It's always in the blood. I've been retired over 10 years. I'm 50 next year, so I don't fancy training for a 12 round. But who knows, man? If a big name comes along and do an exhibition fight, maybe have some fun for my 50th birthday next year. So yeah, it'd be fun.
And last question for you. When you were fighting, you fought Jeff Lacey, Bernard Hopkins, Roy Jones, Chris Eubank, a lot of great names. And in the news, there were never issues about the fight being made. Not ever any talks about money or contracts or anything like that. So what are your thoughts about Joshua and Fury falling through, assuming it's the fight we all want to see?
I just think, at the end of the day, business is business in boxing. I think that fight is inevitable. I think they're the best two heavyweights in the world, and what can you say, both British fighters. Unfortunately, we fell through. I think Fury's had to fight against Wilder, and that's just what it is. I'm sure he'll do the job with Wilder again. and that will pave the way, I think, for Joshua against Tyson Fury, Gypsy King. So it's a fight I'm excited about. I'm sure it's a fight all the world wants to watch. So, you know, I think 2022, what's the year? 2021? Yeah, it's 2022, man. I think that fight will happen. It has to happen. You know, it has to happen in boxing.
Who wins?
It's a tough fight when you got two heavyweights. But if I had to pick, I'd have to pick Tyson Fury, just because, you know, I think, you know, he's a better boxer. He's a big fighter. They're both big fighters, both big punchers. But I just think, you know, Tyson Fury for me has the edge when it comes to the boxing skills, and he can adapt. It's all about adapting in fights, and he's been able to adapt in a fight. And I just think he has a bit of boxing skill. And but it'd be a tough fight. You know, like I said, it'd be a great fight.
Well, Mr. Joe Calzaghe, thank you very much for your time here at Behind the Gloves, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you, buddy.
Oh, hey there, fight fans. Didn't see you there. If you guys haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go to do so by clicking right here, or else.